और Kapatisi TV. ICFA University Meghalaya is now open for admissions for the academic year 2025. Explore our best courses and apply today. Fee concessions are available for domicile students of the state of Meghalaya.
Umintirangba Kajilau Conrad ki sangma, officer Sarkar Vijay Kumar, Matkiwepan, Lanyam bicycle parking lot kebadan Matpersha, hika State Bank of India terter Khyndailad. Kenigajinya bicycle Conrad, kede hakapor bu Pyllait Paidbah iki bicycle, baki Nongleit Nongwan, kila ban penankam lada kikwa, but yakani kikhot kumka public electric bicycle sharing system, hakaba menuru kila ban penankam. Habakaran hakanigajinya lang, Umintirang ba ulong baka sarkar ka persyang ban pinhe iki surok haki Bynta jong ka Khyndailad baki Bynta bapher ka sor Shillong dag bapin kendria no iki office khnang ba ki Paidbah kinyo ban penankam kum ki lintia ki jat baki laru ban penankam kum ki lintinya bicycle uliya thu ba Bynta ka sarkar kadang plan yakini ndre ban pinitanat iki Bynta jong kanan pelokpan ulong pladap ban pinbiang baki jinot kalong saupusan klor tingka
make cities into more pedestrian-friendly, cycling-friendly places, to have a better, more sustainable lifestyle. But everywhere I go, the problems are the same. In fact, I've been coming to Shillong for maybe 30 years. I've also run from Guwahati to Shillong. I've run from Guwahati to Cherrapunji. Were you with me? Were you running? Ah, excellent. And I've seen the difference. Of course, as was mentioned, I mean, Shillong is a beautiful, beautiful place. It's a beautiful town. The landscape where Shillong is situated is spectacular. But unfortunately, what I have seen over the last 30 years is it's going in the direction of most other cities. Because, of course, we talk about development, we talk about progress, and there are priorities that take over. But now with this initiative, these kind of initiatives, and more thinking along these lines that we want it to be more sustainable, more livable, the quality of life has to improve for everybody, that there are certain balancing acts that have to be performed, where, of course, when you're talking about development and you're talking about progress, you don't actually compromise on your quality of life. When we were here today, I mean, I see the kind of traffic that people have to contend with. It's like Bombay. You know, so even when I'm in Bombay, I'm saying I have to get out of this city if I want to walk, if I want to run, if I want to cycle. I can't do it in Bombay. It's a sad thing that, and every city should not become like that. So I think the idea that Shillong should become the sustainable mobility, active mobility capital of India is a great vision, because India needs an example like this. We all need examples when it comes to living a better life. And if you want to create a better city, every city in the country will be looking at Shillong if you make this a reality. So I'm very happy to be here today. It's a great first step. And I heard a lot of the improvements that are being planned. And I really hope that they come true. And I'd like to wish the city, the people, the Honorable Chief Minister, and everybody working towards this really glorious vision. I'd like to wish them all the best. And when I continue coming here to Shillong, I'd love to see the improvements. I'd love to cycle with you all and walk with you all and run with you all and see Shillong as the city of the future.
I had encouraged our officials and our citizens to actually start walking once in a week to office. I remember this was about 7-8 years back, just about when I'd taken over in 2018. I think 2019, just before COVID. So I had told people that if we can follow a WWW program, which was Walk to Work on Wednesday. And we tried to follow this, but somehow the momentum did not pick up. I also started it myself, then of course later on I think COVID happened and so many other issues, and we just got busy with so many things, and it became difficult to come back to the same momentum. What I'm trying to tell you is that it's not that we are doing this program just because, you know, it looks nice. It's not that we're just doing it because we have to do it. It's not like that. We really truly want to do something that is going to be meaningful for our city and for our citizens and for the tourist. And therefore, space from everybody. Maybe Shillong Club can give us some space. This parking lot, we can take the space. Then the assembly part, we can take the space. And we were discussing in the meeting, I think it's a good idea. Let's try to do this. And then, of course, we know that there's a church in front. And then there was just a passing comment in that, let's talk to the church. Maybe in the larger interest, if the church agrees, we will try to take. But of course, we have to talk to them because we can't force anybody. And suddenly this message, this meeting, got leaked. And it came out in the papers the next day. The government is planning to take the land of the church and snatch it away. And it became a massive issue, and we didn't even decide. We just were discussing on the sidelines of some other topic that we were discussing. That, look, do you think we can do this? So even, whispering, something in a meeting is so dangerous, that people will just misquote you and misinterpret you. And that's how things are. What I'm trying to say is we need your support. We need people's support to understand. We are not here to bulldoze anybody. We are not here. We are one of the most patient, I should say, government. We take time. We take people on board. I know it's not easy. People have been used to a lot of things for the last 50 years. Change is something people want, but change is something people don't want also. It's so ironical. They want the change, but they don't want to be part of the change, and they don't want to see the change. They want to see the change, but they don't want to feel the change, or whatever you call it. It's very funny. But that's how things are. So I need the people's support. Now we're doing this. So I'll end here. My point is that we're doing all of this stuff, with the mobility. We'll have the electric cycles that are going to be there. You see, this is happening in many parts of the world. I've seen this. I've traveled a bit. I've seen this in many parts. A lot has to do with how you take care of things. This is not your vehicle, right? It's not your bike. So suddenly you'll find people coming and just throwing it, just misusing it, vandalizing it. I do hope, and I want to really appeal to the people of our state, and especially Shillong. This asset that we're creating is yours. It is meant for you. It is meant so that you can use it. And while you use it, somebody else will use it tomorrow. So I appeal that we must have that respect. We must maintain, if possible, I tell you, we can start a small SOP. I urge the director, you make a small video on what we expect people to, how to use it. A simple thing like, can you just have some kind of a tissue or something with you that when you put it back, just wipe it once maybe. It'll be a nice idea. Because when I want that bike, when I come and take that bike, I would like to see it clean. So if I would like to see it clean, then why don't I clean it and give it to the next person? I think small things like these that citizens can do can really make this, something meaningful. And I think what we can do is, I would request also urban director that we should also, not enforce is not the good word, because again I said I don't enforce. We should encourage, and we should take people along to ride this once in a while, So why don't you get the commissioner secretary group one day, take this bike and drive, We get the principals of the schools to come and ride it. We call the citizens of the students one day. So, the whole of, say, St. Edmund's College or St. Anthony's or whatever. Some, students come and they ride it one day. So I think once it starts happening and some people see that everybody's using it, yeah, why not me? So I think that is really where the click has to come in. It's about that click, I'll tell you. People are really resistant to change. They don't want to change. As I said, they want change, but they don't want to change. So you have to really get it into their psyche, make it a habit, make it easy for them, and make it look as if, well, everybody's doing it. So why not me? Maybe, all our friends from Khyndailad and all Police Bazaar group is here. One day you take them or tell them you have to once a week, you have to, or twice a week, or once in 2 weeks. They must use it. Maybe you'll call the cabinet one day and tell all the cabinet ministers, well, you ride from here to Lai Mukra one day. And I'll do it, because I think I'm supposed to do now also. So I'll write it. So I think that's very, very crucial. So this idea to all the stakeholders along this route, all the way from the junction in Shillong Club Junction down to the Khyndailad, that can we get about 2 meters of space from the main road to here. Wherever we have to pay, we'll figure out what to do. But can you imagine this space here developing where people can just walk, and you just walk all the way from there all the way to Khyndailad. Not only that, from there then we take some space from Watts Lake area and we create a space that goes all the way going down to Polo to whatever extent we can go. So you'll have the entire stretch from here to Governor House Junction to the Pinewood Junction to the Botanical Garden Junction, and you'll have a broad space where you can actually walk. So we are trying to get this entire management of space by shifting offices, by getting space from people and trying to create this. And I'm not telling you this from a point of view of just some idea which has come to us. This is actually something we are planning to implement. In fact, for the Watts Lake part, we have already finalized the entire proposal. I think all of you know this. We're spending about 45 crores to revamp the whole of Watts Lake, which includes the revamping of the bridge, revamping of the overall look of the place, and expanding the road so that there is pedestrian walking space and, well, if possible, even cycling space can be created in that space.
Launch.
What happened was that because this was done in a manner in which we had to stop the traffic. So while we were going, the traffic was clear, of course, but because we had to stop the traffic, this has been done for the first time. So the traffic while coming back was blocked. So instead of, I don't want to cause inconvenience to the people. I think it's not good to, just because we are doing a trial kind of thing, people were facing inconvenience. So I decided to leave it there. I walked because then there would be stop, then there would be traffic. So I think in larger public interest is better.
How was the ride there? That's
The ride was very good. Very good. I'll talk to all of you. Come.
Yes. Tell us your experience of your ride.
As you know that this entire concept of ride Shillong, where we're going to give public electric bicycles to people, which means it's publicly owned and people will just rent it and use it, and these are all electric bicycles, and hence even in a kind of uphill you don't have to pedal so much. There will be electric system to support you. So it's a very, very good technology, and it's very, very good for a place like Shillong. And anybody of any age can actually use this. While I was cycling right now, I didn't have to pedal much. I was using the different levers and the gears, and that gave enough power where I could move with the power of the engine, the electric engine, and it made it very simple. This, as you know, is a part of a larger project and larger vision to make Shillong a walkable and a cyclable kind of a city where people don't have to use motor vehicles. So we're trying to minimize the usage of motor vehicles. We're trying to encourage people to use electric vehicles, electric cycles. Very soon we're coming up with a scheme for electric taxis also. We'll be getting the first installment of about 50 electric buses that are coming up. And obviously we are working towards increasing the pedestrian area, the walking area, so that people can walk more. Shillong is definitely a walkable city, and hence most of the locations you can reach without having to use a vehicle. You can simply walk to them. Problem is the space is not there for them to walk, and hence we are working towards that at a larger goal. And this is, as I said, one step towards that, to make, as I said, electric vehicles and other forms of mobility, which is non-motor vehicles, to be utilized more in Shillong. And then of course we wanted to expand to other parts of the state like Jawai and Tura, Nongstoin and other places also. Somewhere, I mean, if you keep looking at a problem and say, well, this is an excuse, that's excuse, then we'll never start. When you have to solve a problem, you have to start somewhere. It starts with the first step you take. And then the next is to overcome the challenges that you have. So I think if you keep looking at the challenges, if you keep looking at the problems and keep saying that, well, this is not there, then nothing is going to change. We have to start somewhere. So I hope that this habit will start. We are working towards improving the overall areas for improving the space for cycling, tracks also. So let's hope this is the first step, and we'll continue to improve it as we go along. For schools, it's the STEM buses. Now we are trying to work towards how we could make those STEM buses into electric vehicles also. It'll take some time. It's not simple. I think getting people to get used to a bus system itself was a challenge in Shillong city, but people are now accepting it, realizing it, and happy to use it. And now the next step will be to simply change the buses and put electric vehicles. So I hope we'll be able to do it soon. It's not going to happen immediately, but it's definitely on our card. There are minus. They started with this. I hope people will now take up. So I think it's a good point. I hope that media also will promote this. You will also speak about this, and I hope you will also start cycling to office, and not just students but press also.
Wat penleno yakan ikakabu ki sopti etho ki babha bat shongdor nadu sao po hajar hadu hnriu po hajar tingka menta phila banyo hagador lai po hajar tingka ya ki sopti etho ba shongdor hinyo po hajar chaneng phinyo tang san po hajar tingka tang kata ka wei ki sopti ka de ka wei ki design tang na ka Bynta jongpi wan jit nok loi na molai moro bat na mot pran pho no menta hau Khyndailad sao lai hnriu san pra hinyo lai pra